I can't hear you at all.
I know, the yells always cut out. That's fine. That's normal. They always cut out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they always happen. I don't know why, but it just always happens. What is good, everyone? It's your boy JD, back again with another podcast video. This time we will be discussing a series. A series that is very long. Okay? A series that for the case of this podcast, we will only be discussing the first arc. Railgun. Like I said, because we're discussing the first arc, we'll be discussing the level upper arc only, and we have not seen anything afterwards. Well, except for the index, the first arc of index, which we'll get to in another podcast. But for now, though, we'll be discussing this. And with me today to help me out with discussing this, we got Parzival.
Hi guys, thanks so much for having me again, JD.
Thank you for coming in. Now, I'm giving the overview, right?
Yep, I'll hand it off to you. So.
Alright, so the overview, pretty much, this series takes place in a place called Kiyama City, which is like a very technological area. And they're pretty much filled with like a bunch of espers, which is all students for some reason, and a couple of guys that just are thieves or some shit like that. But the point is that they're all students, and all their esper powers are actually based off of science, which is very interesting. So each of these espers are ranked into different categories in terms of levels, and there's like from level 0, which is trash, to level 5, which is the strongest. And they're like, I think 7.
There's 7. There's 7 of them.
7 level 5 espers, and they're all apparently mad strong. Now the thing is that we already know one of them is mad strong because the main character of this show is a level 5 esper. I think she's ranked 3rd or something, but I could be wrong about that.
I think that's right.
Okay, so yeah, she is a level 5 esper. Her name is Misaka, but we'll get to her later. Anyways, that's honestly all we gotta say about the overview, because we're gonna mainly talk about the characters in this point and how we overall thought of the arc. So, which character to discuss first? Well, actually, probably should talk about Misaka first.
Right. Before we go into the characters, I want to talk about like how the structure of the arc sort of breaks down. Like in the beginning of the show, like the first couple episodes that I guess you could consider part of this arc are just they're very loosely related to the arc. It's the first couple of episodes are just like character building episodes, and like they're like one-offs. They're like cases of the week type thing. And at first you don't really see where the show is going, but in the case of the level upper arc, there are a few hints at like the bigger picture that you find out later on towards the end of the arc. They set up a few things like some of the villains they encounter are actually users of the level upper drug. So like in that sense they set it up, but the first couple episodes are just character building before you actually get into the main storyline of the arc.
You know, I also completely realized I forgot to say there's a spoiler warning. Do not watch this podcast if you haven't seen the series, but hopefully you guys know. But spoilers!
I mean, we spoil, at this point, we spoil everything in our podcast.
I know,
so
we do.
If this is your first podcast, then I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got spoiled heavily. But the things that there's so much slice of life in this. Like, here's the thing. Like you said, the slice of life is necessary to help at least establish the characters, but I feel like they could just like make it shorter.
Right, that's one of the
it was a drag, honestly. It was I think we were about to drop it until we saw our Mr. Wolford of the show, Kamijou.
Yeah, the Kamijou, man.
We'll get to him later because we have a big joke on that.
Kamijou definitely he saved the show just when I was about to quit it.
And he only showed up for like, oh my god. Actually, should we say it now what we thought about Kamijou or what? Is this very short? we're not gonna get into
Your call.
Okay, so the thing is that since we were watching this in chronological order, we kept calling him Wolford because Wolf, if you've seen the Trigun podcast video, Wolford was a really good character, and this guy was like, we just called him the Wolford of the show because he was so good. He had very little screen time, but every time he came, he was so good. And then later when we saw Index, and then we found out in the first 5 seconds that he is actually the main character of the series. Alright, I'm ready. Dude, that blew my mind.
Watching Railgun before Index.
The first
made Index, the first arc of Index. It made the show 10 times better than it would have been.
Yo,
just immediately by comparison, we were hooked.
We'll get to Index later though. But yeah, dude, that is so wild. I had no idea. I should have had no idea. Alright, so, but yes, the end of the arc, just for it to come back full circle, definitely got a bit crazy. I did not expect a baby though, as whatever that shit was at the very end. It was some baby placenta looking thing. I have no idea what the hell that was. I mean, they were saying that it was the combination of all the espers that would use the level upper. Pretty much the level upper is pretty much like you said, it's pretty much steroids. Because a lot of the lower ranked people, level 0s, level 1s, level 2, they're weak. And they get bullied or pushed around, or they wish they had powers. And for one character in particular, which we'll talk about later, because that was her highlight.
Yeah, the Light Yagami 2.0.
Yo, that dude, the bomber, straight Light Yagami. I will change this city. Literally replace the goddamn doll with the death note, straight. Light Yagami 2.0, dude. Oh my god. But the thing is that they were feeling weak, and they pretty much taking this drug enhance their powers, but because of it, they all fell into a coma, and they had some issues, and it was just a whole bunch of shit. But I think we should go into the characters now, right?
Yeah, I can start us off there if you want.
Yeah, start off with Misaka.
So the protagonist is Mikoto Misaka, and we already said some of her characteristics, but beyond that, she is, in terms of personality, she's very I guess I could say this. She's very, well, obviously as a protagonist, she's very heroic. So she's not technically part, but the city itself has a police force called Judgment, and she's not technically part of that police force. Her dorm mate and best friend is, but she's not. So, but even when something goes wrong, she always steps up and pretty much ends up saving the day, and that's what makes her the most likable for me. She always does what's right, but she's also pretty cool. When she's in combat, she's very cool. She's very creative with her battle techniques. She comes up with very even though I guess you would classify her whole thing is her whole understanding of her powers is through electricity. But
her ability is a railgun, hence the name of the show. I remember they said some science shit, which I didn't really pay attention, but she flips a coin and boom.
Right. Yeah, she makes a railgun out of the coin, but she manipulates her powers to stick up
the Iron Sang.
How do you say it?
The Iron Sang, right? Or
yeah, but she even sticks to the walls like Spider-Man sometimes, and some to rebound off of attacks and stuff, which is really cool. And so she's really cool in that respect. And we mentioned Kamijou earlier. Her chemistry with Kamijou is really, really funny.
It's too good. It's godly.
Because because he is the only with his I guess I don't want to say the official name here because it's like an index thing, but with his nullifier ability, he is the only person that can sort of like go toe to toe with her, and since she can't beat him in like a one-on-one fight, he always gets her mad, and that's really funny to watch.
I think they're applying the fact that she likes him. I think they're applying that, right? Yeah,
for sure. So there's a lot of cool. There's a lot of funny scenes that they're like budding romance.
My favorite scene, between the two was that going with the light Yagami 2.0 thing, and like where Kamijou stepped in to save the day, and then Misaka just like saying, "You should have stepped up, and you were gonna bring a hero." And then Kamijou's were like, "I don't see what the point is. Like, we had a problem and we dealt with it. No one died, right? So that's it." And then like she's like, "Why you have to act so cool?" I enjoyed that show a lot because like pretty much the Kamijou kind of showed that he is in it just to be like a hero.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about Misaka.
Yeah, again, this is just the first arc. Like we probably will get more of a character later, but for me with Misaka, yeah, she hasn't really developed much. Like we just got like characterization on her. That's really it. But again, we just strictly talk about the first arc. So I think we should move on to Shirai. Let's just say this. The fan service caught me off guard. He's crazy, bro. The fan service, my word. Shockingly enough though with Shirai, I honestly thought she was like really annoying in the beginning. But after getting through her backstory, after like her backstory with what's the flower girl's name? Whatever her name is, I don't know what her name is. Do you know her name?
Sorry, my internet was
oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Glitching out, but you continue. Just give me the last thing you were talking about.
Oh yeah, so I said that the fan service caught me off guard because I'm talking about Shirai. I said the fan service caught me off guard. Yo, she's crazy in the bathtub. Like getting these, oh my god, these panties. Like the guy, her planks. But I remember she had like a book of all the shit about Misaka, and I'm like, wow, like she's wild.
No, but I really like the LGBTQ representation.
Yo, she represents.
What it was, 2000?
She represents, dude. She is representing. This is that original.
I know this, and this was like 2009. So that's like over a decade. So that's really good for over. That impressed
it'll
me.
be really funny if it's like. I mean, I don't know if Shirai and Kamijou will ever meet, but if it comes upon it's like Shirai, Kamijou, and Misaka, and if Misaka is supposed to be in love with Kamijou, I feel like that would be kind of hilarious. But anyways, that's off topic. But the point is that Shirai, in the beginning, I thought she was annoying, just because she just seemed like a fan service character to me. But with her backstory with Misaka, how they first met, and then how her backstory with the flower girl, whatever her name was, I completely forgot what her name was. It literally, Uiharu, there we go, Uiharu. That really helped build things up, and like she kind of now I kind of like it. Now I enjoyed the charm that Shirai brings. Like now, honestly, I think she's solid. Like solid as a character. Like even like when she's hurt. I think she was hurt like doing the level up arc. She was like she doesn't want Misaka to go into battle, and then Misaka would just be like, it's okay. Like she never wants Misaka to see her injured, but it's so crazy. Like, but the thing is that like, and then she just takes over. It's really good, and honestly, the dynamic between the two is very good. It's very good. That's all I gotta say about Shirai, but.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't have much to add for Shirai because I think you've covered all the points.
Yeah. Oh, her ability. Oh,
I can talk about that. Her ability is to she can teleport. I just want to clarify. She can teleport like whatever's in her sight range, right?
Yeah.
Like she has to be able to see. Yeah, so she's a teleporter in that sense, but she's able to use that to catch enemies off guard, and she uses it really well in combat. And so she's is she a level 3 Esper? I believe she's level 3.
Level 4. She's
level 4. She's level 4.
But her fights that she has with some guys is actually really solid. Cause they're like some really good fight. Like the one where she fought that dude. The dude that's voiced by Vic Mignogna though, like, oh, that guy.
Oh yeah.
That fight was pretty lit. I shit you not. That fight was pretty lit. That honestly might be like the best fight of the arc.
And then she made the whole build. And she made the whole building collapse, right?
Yeah. I said one of them because actually I completely forgot Misaka versus Kamijou. I can't. I think that might have been the best one. But yeah, like it was good. It was real good, that fight. But yeah, cause she could teleport herself. She could teleport, like she has like these like different sticks or pangs, whatever, like in her slacks, and like she's able to teleport them and just like ping people to the wall. It's very nice. Like she has a really strong ability. She's a good fighter.
Yeah, she's able to use it really well in terms of like combat. Like even though it's not like an offensive, like it's not. She's able to take what I'd consider a defensive ability and create it and make it more offensive.
Yeah. Alright, so next I have nothing on Shirai now, but you got anything?
No. Do we move on to should we talk about Saten next?
Yeah, it's just Saten. You can take Saten.
Okay. Saten is the next out of the quartet of girls you have here. You have Saten and Uiharu, which are like they're definitely the supporting duo of the bunch. They don't even go to Tokiwa Dai. They go to another school, but Misaka is just so famous that, like, by association.
Yeah, because Uiharu is like she works with Judgment. She's Shirai's partner in the Force. Yeah.
But the thing with Saten in particular she's not very interesting for the most part for most of the arc until she. It's important to establish that she is a level 0 Esper, and so with that, she always feels insignificant and undervalued in her friend group. Like she's not very useful when it comes to saving people because she doesn't have what is her power? She doesn't. I don't even.
Zero means they don't have the wind, power, right?
No, they do. But I think can't she do something with the wind?
Oh, but that's after she took the drug.
Yeah. So because she's a level 0, she had the most incentive to actually want to take the drug, and so she ends up being the one. She ends up being the one of the foursome to take the drug, and as a result, she goes into a comatose state, and that's like the most character development you get out of her. It's
because she does kind of develop afterwards. I think she does change, but maybe we have to see a little bit after. But also like the conversation that she had with Uiharu on the phone, like right before she went to a comatose state, was so crazy. That shit got me right in my heart, in my wee little heart.
That was really emotional.
Yeah, it was too good. As for Saten though, like I don't have much to say. Like honestly, that end really, if it wasn't that end, she would not have gotten much character. But But in my opinion, I want Uiharu. In my opinion, is the worst of the four. I don't like her. Apparently, she's a level 1, but I don't know what her ability is. But yeah, I don't like her.
They tried giving her. Oh, sorry. I'll let you take this.
No, take it.
Like they tried giving her more stuff to do with the doctor, with when she was taken hostage by Dr. Kiyama, and there was that one episode in the mall where she sort of helped.
Like she's kind of like, I think she's like more like she's pretty much like the supporting to help other characters grow. Like literally, Uiharu would help Saten grow and Shirai grow. Shirai in the backstory and Saten with the whole level up situation.
Would you call her the damsel in distress?
It's too soon to say that. I don't know. There's only the first.
No, because I feel like she always gets put into like dangerous situations, so that one of the other three are like some of the like people in the rest of the group can come and save her.
Okay, like, I mean, if this happens in the next arc, like, then okay, yes. But I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, it's too soon to tell. I don't want to label her something she might not be,
but without question, she's the worst of the bunch for me. I just don't give a shit about it. And also the whole flip situation that they have going on. What the hell is I have no words for that. I have no words. You have any words?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who finds that funny or like why that.
That's not normal. That's not normal. And these guys are supposed to be in middle school. That's not normal. I think Kamijou is actually a high schooler. I think like the way it is that Misaka is like a senior in middle school, and then Kamijou is a freshman in high school. But I could be wrong.
Okay, so Kamijou is like a 9th grader, and
she's an 8th grader.
Misaka is like an 8th grader.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
that could be interesting, but okay. I mean, they say Tokyo guy in middle school, right? So yeah. So yeah, like I think okay. So we're done with those four. I think. You have anything you want to say on Uiharu?
No, those are the main four we taken care of. Does that mean we get to talk about? I mean, we sort of talked about Kamijou too, and I don't want to talk too much about Kamijou because if you guys want to hear more of our thoughts on Kamijou, check out our index. When we talk about our first,
the first
arc of Index,
which will come after.
We'll get more.
Which will come after.
But like bottom line, he is. I think I speak for both of us. He's our favorite character in. He's our favorite character in both shows. So Kamijou fanboys.
Yo, Kamijou is so good. Like the episode, cause the episode where they had some swimsuit special, he only showed up in like the last 5 or 10 seconds. And that was the best 5 to 10 seconds of the entire episode, period. He only needs to show up for 5 seconds. I'm like, let's go. But we'll get to Kamijou in the index, like Parzival said. I don't think we need to discuss any more with Kamijou, because I think we say everything we need to in the Railgun sense. So, I think really the last person we probably need to talk about is Dr. Kiyama. So I'll let you take this one.
Dr. Kiyama, I really liked her backstory and how they tried to humanize her, and they spent like a whole episode in that flashback sequence where it was just where she was overqualified, but she learned to like teaching kids, and just to watch her growth, and then her like you can see what she. I felt bad for her, honestly. You can see what she was trying to do. Like she had good intent. Like she had no intentions of like harming the kids. And I remember that one girl who before they put her.
I have complete faith in you. I was like, oh, is she going, guy?
Yeah, she was just so cute. She was just so sweet, and it was like and then she doesn't wake up, and then that's just so. It's just so haunting, man. And so, like, I understand. I mean, I understand why she goes to such extreme lengths for her plan. Like, they're not completely ethical. Like, not at all. Like, you can't put people in comas, but like, I understand. Like, I'm not just trying to justify what she did, but like,
She's like
I understand why she. Yeah, she's an anti-hero. I understand why she did it, because it's like, how many times did she ask the opera? What is it?
The boards of directors. I think. Didn't she say that they're corrupt or something?
Like 30. She asked them like 30 times to like let her use the supercomputer just so that she can run tests.
Tree diagram, I think.
Oh, the tree diagram, but it's a supercomputer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted to run calculations.
Yeah, but like for Dr. Kiyama, I think she was pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I think she was pretty well done. And you know, like the whole undressing thing was kind of okay. I have no words for that, but okay. Anyways.
Yeah, it was just weird seeing the baby. I don't know where the baby came from though.
I don't know. I get the point. It was to like, it's like all the comatose people like and all the thoughts in one, but like, why a placenta? What is this?
You mean a fetus?
Yeah, a fetus. This is why I'm not a doctor. This is why you should never look to me for doctor advice. Go see a professional. But yes, whatever that was weird. Like she went to jail. Like, I think she might come back, but I don't really know. Also, I just a little things. I remember we saw a doctor. The doctor goes like, I just found the issue of the drug and what's going on with the.
The detective stuff is your job.
Yeah, it's your job. Oh god, that guy. The only reason I remember him.
Up an index.
Yeah, that's why. So like, that's the only reason why I bring that up. I thought that was interesting. I mean, I think the problem was gonna be is that all these characters are probably going to show up in like the shows with each other, and like. It just be like a big universe. That's what I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. So, yeah, but any other characters we need to talk about?
No, I think that was it because, just to wrap everything up, I mean, we only watched like 14 episodes, and there weren't like any characters that repeated or like, I mean. Even the ones that did sort of have 1 or 2 episodes devoted to them, they weren't that memorable. Like, I guess Light Yagami 2.0.
Yo, Light Yagami
he's just a fun character because he was just because what he was doing was like so you can easily compare him to Death Note, Light and Death Note, like so. Yeah. Well, other than that, I think we talked about all the characters.
Alright, so I guess we're probably going to think up here. So just the rating on this arc, what did you give it?
My rating would be a 7 out of 10.
I also give it honestly, I might give it a 6.5, but it's a 7. I think it's a 7.
Yeah,
it's just slow.
I could see that. No. I don't disagree with the 6.5. It's just
like it's not bad.
I thought it was still good. So, like if it's good, I usually give it like a 7.
Give it a 7 because Kamijou showed up. If Kamijou wasn't there, I think I would have given it a 6. Yeah, 7 because of Kamijou.
Oh, if Kamijou wasn't there, the score would be like a. If Kamijou wasn't there, the score would be like a 5, bro.
Well, you can't even go, man. We can't put too much share on this first arc. Alright, but yeah, I guess.
I know, but it was a good first arc.
Yeah, it was good. It was solid. I mean, we're gonna continue on with the series eventually, so we'll see where it takes us, and we'll do each arc separately with their own video and whatnot. So, this will be a video.
Wait, can I just plug something and be like, if you guys want us to talk more about the Index and the Railgun series, let us know in the comments and by liking the video. That way we start actually watching the show faster, because since it's such a long series, this is sort of our like downtime series. So like we keep going back and forth between other shows. But if you guys really want to hear our thoughts about this, let us know in the comments.
Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. Alright, so yeah, so this is what I like to end the video off here. So be sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow me on all the socials, all that good shit. And of course, first of all, I think you already said your final words, but if you have any final words.
I am good, but thank you once again so much for having me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Alright, peace guys. Stay breezy, guys. Stay breezy.